Hi everyone, welcome to this special screening of Donna Eden and her partner David Feinstein's talk from the most recent Mindvalley reunion in San Diego, California. So this screening is going to be up for the next 2 days. Any of you can sign up and watch it anytime over the next 2 days. And we're really excited to bring this to you because when our event in San Diego ended, we had about 830 people over there, and many people said they absolutely loved this talk. And just watching Donna and David on stage changed their mindset about aging, about who they were as spiritual beings. And you are going to learn tools that you can immediately take back. So I want to give you a quick summary of what's going to be covered in the next 60 minutes so you know what to expect. Sirit, could you hand me the laptop, please? Thank you. Okay, so Donna's going to be talking about 27 acupuncture points. She's going to talk about how your body has these meridians of energy going through it. You're going to learn how you can use specific energy medicine tools to give you a boost in energy when you need it. You're going to learn how to release energy that's stuck in your body and might be leading to health issues. You're going to learn how to move energy with your mind. You're going to learn how to use energy work as a couple so you can heal your partner and your partner can heal you. And you're going to learn how you can apply healing energy to environments and to people around you. So I can't wait for this to get started. And for those of you who are interested in Donna Eden's Energy Medicine program on Mindvalley, know that that program is on sale this week at a special enrollment price because it is Energy Medicine Week here at Mindvalley. So stay tuned after this talk because you can get a special link where you can enroll in the Energy Medicine program at a massively discounted price. Let's get started.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. We're both so happy to be here. And I'm going to love sharing the magic of energy medicine with you because it is magic, and I want every human being on the planet to know how to do this because it empowers you. You can imagine your children, little children in kindergarten ought to be taught this. Everybody on this planet is already a healer because you carry it in your DNA. I mean, it's there. It's just tapping back into this. So it's really wonderful. And when you really experience the results yourself of what you can do for yourself, it awakens that, a spirit of wonder and hope and joy and a thrill. I'm still thrilled. I've been teaching this and having a practice for 40 years, and I'm still thrilled. It's like, oh my God, it works. You know, it's like, it's really good. So, energy, I think this is really important to get. Energy is all there is. You know, there is nothing else. And Einstein said that. Energy is all there is. Even our bodies are not solid. They look and feel solid, but they're truly lattice works of force fields. And you can affect your body at the energy level and shift everything physical. In fact, when you shift your energy, you will shift your mind, you'll shift your spirit, you'll shift, what else is there to shift? Anyway. Oh, and it affects everything you do. It affects your relationships. It really, just listening to about if anybody had difficulty last night connecting, I mean, there are things you can do energetically for yourself when you get to that place and that you just can't connect. Or you want to run away. So I'm going to love sharing this with you. I really do feel energy is the body's very best medicine. It's the best. It's the first. I think that what I do and what I teach, our ancient ancestors did to survive. They had to do it in order to survive. And so they instinctually would move their hands in certain ways, or they would, and I believe they probably saw energy. And I think every one of you, when you were born, when you were a baby, saw energy. Have you ever picked a baby up and they looked all around your head but not at you? You know, they're looking at your aura. But for most babies, they lose that ability by the time they're a year because there's too much to learn. And if nobody's keeping it alive, it just goes dormant. Well, one of the things I found over the years is people who have never seen or really experienced energy begin to when they start learning energy medicine. So even with the things I'll teach you today, I think you'll see ways to lift yourself up out of stress and pain, how to get out of depression, how to feel better. Just feel better. One of the things that happens is, one of the things about energy medicine is it helps move stress out of the body. And whether that's your own personal stress or it's the stresses of the environment, whatever it is, physical or whatever. And that will help your body not only live longer, you will be able to thrive and like getting older. You will like getting older, and that's a great thing. It's a great thing. So, yeah. I just asked him, shall I tell them? I mean, I'm 74 years old.
I am so proud of my daughter.
But I mean, nobody told me that it could feel so good to be 74. I mean, we have this idea of what aging is. And what I want you to know is that you can get better. I mean, I was very, very sick from the time I was 16 until about 31. And I mean, I'm so much healthier now than I was when I was young. And I got myself well from multiple sclerosis when I was told not only would I never walk, I was going to lose all my ability to walk. I wasn't going to live because all my organs were breaking down. And I had a heart attack at 27. So it's like, so I am telling you, whatever state you're in, you can get better. You can get better. So, all right. All right. So what I would like to do is I would like to just start showing you energy, and I'd like to pick people. I'll pick them for what you need. Oh dear. Well, this first one, it doesn't matter. The first one doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you energy. Who was the very first person who threw their arm up? She was? Okay, come up fast. Quick, fast.
So just the stairs are around there.
Hi. Tell me your name.
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, Georgia. Have you ever been energy tested or muscle tested?
I have not.
Okay, well, this is fun. I'm going to put your arm up like this. Keep your fingers out. And I'm going to push your arm down, and you push it up. All right, you're nice and strong. You get that? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here. You stay where you are. And this will work for everybody in this room. This has nothing to do with my magic. It's our magic that somehow we left back in the Stone Age or something, but it's really valuable to reclaim. So I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to do so I don't influence you in any way, but I'm just going to do this. I'm going to travel up from your second toe to the top of your head, down your chin, and underneath your eyes. Now put your arm up again. This time I'm going to use one finger, but push up with all your might. So you know I didn't overpower her, right? I used one finger. What that is I traced a meridian backwards. Meridians are the pathways that all the acupuncture points are on. And I chose one, which was stomach meridian. And I just traced it backwards. And because every one of us have electromagnetic energies in our body and on our hands, when you affect somebody or you go up and you want to move their energy, you can move their energy. I'm going to come back here. And the reason why I'm so far back, I could be right up close to her and do the same thing, but I wanted you to see I don't have to be close to her. As long as I'm on the edge of her field, okay? As long as I'm on the edge of her field, all that electromagnetic energy will hook up. So here we go.
So she's on the edge of her aura.
On the edge of her aura. And that's really palpable. You get to that place of you can really feel it. Hold your arm this time. Okay, but you can see, you can also go like that and take energy away again, or you can go like that and bring it back.
So energy testing is a really powerful biofeedback tool. It's used as a parlor trick and kind of in a way that doesn't really respect how powerful a tool it is. But used correctly, it is extremely, like when we train people, Donna sees energy. Most people that we work with don't see energy, and learning how to energy test is one of the ways that they are then able to really assess what's going on in the body very quickly.
This is great stuff. You don't have to see it. And one of the amazing things and fun things to know is that if you do this long enough, your senses start opening up stronger and stronger. And for many people, it is their sight. So, all right, thank you. You're left. Oh. Okay. No. Do the daily routine every day. I promise. Okay. Sedate, triple warmer, and strengthen spleen. Okay. Hi. All right. Oh boy. All right. Hi. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do for you. You hold your arm real strong.
Yes.
Don't let me push down. Okay. You're very, very strong. You just hopped off that chair. What I want you to do is walk to me. Okay. Put your arm up again. One finger.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. But now walk backwards. Okay? So she's very weak going forward, but strong going backwards. And that happens to everybody. It's nature's way of giving you the information that it's time to take a nap or step out of stress or get away from everybody so that your body can restore. We just have lost that connection to our body speaking to us. And energy is your body's, well, energy is the language your body speaks in. Okay, and so when you walk backwards, let's see, walk backwards again. Okay, stop. You're very strong, but now walk to me. Okay. And that means that she would just get more and more tired as the day went on. But right here, if you come to your collarbone right here and come to the middle corner, you know, the little, what are those things? Clavicle.
At the clavicle.
Okay. And then underneath, drop underneath, there are two little indents for most people. And you just massage that and notice if you have any tenderness.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes? And
Yes.
you only have tenderness when you need it. So don't be too kind to yourself. Really find out if you have tenderness there. But what they will do, and you can also, after you found the tenderness and massaged a little bit, you can tap that. These are the 27th point on kidney meridian.
27th acupuncture point.
27th acupuncture point, and it flips energies around so that your meridians, all your meridians, begin to go forward. So that if you have to be, you still have more time to put in here. So if you don't want to crash when it's over, you want to do these points to keep your energies going forward.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
So, did you test her? Did you test her?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Did I test you at the end? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you can walk now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Just a second.
So why would that be that when she was walking forward, she got weak, when she walked backward, she got strong? And at this point in the conference, this is true for a lot of us because we've just been so intensely engaged. And so what happens is that we are designed so that when we walk forward, when we swim, when we do the things our ancestors did, It's good for the energy body. This is really a class about the relationship of the energy body with the physical body. And we're designed so that walking forward and swimming and running really is like massaging the energy body. It's really good for you. But you reach a point because nature had a design challenge. And the design challenge was how to tell you it's time to rest before you drop, before you're totally exhausted. And as Donna said, energy is the body's language. And the way that it works is that when you reach a certain point of being tired, long before you are exhausted, the meridians, the energy pathways, start going in the opposite direction. So they all flow in a specific direction. There's 14 major pathways. You reach a certain point of being tired, they go backwards. And now when you walk, when you run, when you do normal things, you're going against the flow. You are pulling energy out. It is making you more tired. It is nature's way of saying, take a nap, go to bed, take a rest. And it's a brilliant system if you live according to your body clock. But we don't. We live according to this clock. So what energy medicine does is it gives you tools that you can use so that when you are at that point, it's 2 o'clock and you have 3 more clients, and how am I going to get through this? And they'll see me yawning, and that that point. Well, you find these points. Let's find them again. Find your clavicle, come toward the center, and then before you get to the center, go under the bump, under the knob, and there's a soft spot. Everyone's anatomically a little different, but for most people, there's a soft spot there, and you want to rub it hard. Rub it with your thumbs or your forefingers. Rub it hard and breathe. Breathe consciously as you do any of these exercises. And you can also tap them, but again, tap them vigorously. You don't want to bruise yourself, but you want to tap them vigorously. And what that does is it turns, it's a reflex point that turns around the meridians so they're all going in the correct direction now. And so that gives you a boost. Now, can you override it when your meridians are running backwards? Yes, you can, but it drains your life force. By shifting it, you're able to see your clients. You're able to really move through the rest of your day without robbing yourself from your life force. And also, it's a lot more pleasant to go through the day. Now, the question often comes up, does this mean now that I know these points, I never have to sleep again? No, but it does help you get your energies into tune with your lifestyle.
Okay, I'm just going to start looking to see who needs what. Okay. Okay, you, the fellow, yes, you. Yeah, you. No, I don't know. I don't want to say no to anybody, but you were the first one to raise your hand. I just got to see what you need. All right. Come on up. Okay. Thank you. Okay, now you've got great, what's your name?
Aziz.
Aziz, you've got great energy, but, okay? Let's see, I'm gonna energy test you, and you hold your arm. You're really strong. What I want you to do is just put your hand right here in the middle of your chest and hold your arm. Did you notice? Okay, what that means is right here we've got our thymus gland, and it's really important for your immune system. It also protects your heart. When you get stressed or you get shocked, you often go, anybody else do that? And Tarzan goes like this, and the apes go like this, and you'll see people sometimes just do that. Oh my, oh no, that kind of thing. Well, there's a reason. I mean, so many things that I teach are instinct because they've been passed down for millions of years in our DNA. So it's like when you do something that's natural like that, it's a good thing to know that that's probably really good for me. And that one is a good one. So here's what I want you to do. You can do it like Tarzan, or you can do it, yeah, okay, that's what you do. Thump your thymus.
And everybody can do it.
And it's really, when you do that, you activate the thymus to make T cells. So it's really, really important. So now put your hand up there. And when you put your hand on a spot like that, it's called energy localizing. And because that shouldn't stop the energy, but before it did, and now it doesn't. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, you wanted to come up? Okay, come on. Now, no one would think anything's wrong with your energy whatsoever, but okay, hold your arm real strong and don't let me push down, okay?
Wait, it's wrong?
Yeah, okay, you're real strong. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to come down and just touch the top of your second toes, okay? And I'll use one finger.
Oh my gosh.
And then, all that means is she's not super grounded because the energy isn't going down. It goes right off the second toe and into the earth. And it makes you, when you're grounded, you pull up energy from the earth and nutrients, and you're really fueled, and it feels good like going in nature. But in a place like, I mean, you're not anywhere near grass or anything. So this is a good one for everybody. Just thump your cheekbones. And make sure, let's see if we're doing the same amount of,
Oh, wow, okay.
okay. But what I can tell you is when she does that, the energy pulses down her body. And there's a lot of way to ground yourself, but this one is just so easy. You know, you want to get yourself grounded, just thump there. Okay, I'm going to come to your second toe. Okay. Okay, let's see now. Yes.
Awesome. Work on being grounded.
Now, I want to, here's what I want to ask. Is there somebody who just feels really out of it? Just gone. You do? Come on up. I'm going to show you why you feel out of it, okay? Okay, David, I'm going to need your help on this one. Let me see. Hold your arm real strong. No, you have to be on this side. Okay, hold your arm. Okay, I'm going to get you a little bit stronger for this. Is there any tenderness there? And so you can see you didn't really tap hard enough. Okay. Okay, now, David.
Now what you're going to do is you're going to look at this X. And
Okay.
Donna's going to energy test you while
Okay,
you're looking
just
at
look
it.
at the X.
Okay.
Wait a second,
Once
stay
more.
with the X.
Once more.
With the
Okay,
one
now you're
finger
going to look
again.
at two parallel lines. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you lose a little bit of strength with the parallel lines, but boy, you keep much stronger than you did with the X. And that's exactly opposite of what we want. See? Here's the deal. When you look at an X, see, energy crosses over from the right hemisphere to the left side of the body and the left hemisphere to the right side of the body, but all over the body. In every organ, there's little crossover patterns, down to your DNA. You've all seen the pictures of DNA, how it crosses over. And there's a crossover pattern right here, at the third eye, in between your eyebrows. So when you were looking at the X, not only did you engage your eyes, but the energy here. And if you were crossing over here when you looked, then you would have stayed strong. But you don't. You get strong when it's like that. And you do not have all your vitality, your aliveness. It is not as easy to get well. If you say there's a whole lot of things about this. It's called being homolateral. And your body has gotten thrown into some really bad habits. Okay? And it can be for a lot of reasons. It could be that you got sad about something. You got sick. You're juggling too many things in life. Just all sorts of stuff can throw you into a homolateral. But it means that you're not on your rhythm. You're not in your natural rhythm anymore. And you get thrown into that state. And it's much harder to get well. It's much harder to get healed. And if you are depressed, I can tell you, you're homolateral. If you are depressed, you're homolateral. So now we're going to fix you. Okay? And we're going to fix everybody else, too.
Do you want to first do it with him, and then we'll get everybody to do it?
Okay.
No, you'd rather
No, just
do it
get
with everybody? Okay, so this is going to involve standing up. So put your stuff down, stand up, but everything here is voluntary. Even if Donna says, come up here, you don't have to. But this one will involve somebody else. I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with this because of this group, but if anyone does not want to participate in any way, doesn't want to be touched by somebody else, just sit down. But for everybody else, turn towards that wall and move to the person and and this will be the end of one line, so you can stay there, but move towards the person in front of you so that you're able to put your hands on their shoulder comfortably, and make sure that you're not going to pull their hair, okay? And with your right hand, push in at the front of their shoulder. Push in at the front. And I'm going to do it with my left hand so you can see it on the camera. But push in, and then you're going to pull across to the opposite hip. And do that about 4 times with pressure.
David.
Oh, sorry, Donna. I'm getting the microphone cord and her hair mixed up. Okay, now the other side. So again, push in and pull across and to the opposite hip. Okay, now give them a little shoulder rub. Okay, now about face. Okay, with your right hand, dig into the front of the shoulder and pull it down to the opposite hip with pressure. That feels really good. We're going to do this about 30 times. So, okay. Okay, once more. And now with the other hand, with your left hand, pushed in, pull down firmly. Good. A couple more times. And now a little rub on the shoulders. And thank your partners. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and
Wait a second. You can stay here for just a minute.
sit down. Now, obviously, that is a massage technique, but the point of it is that with your hands, you are not only making the skin and muscles feel good, you are moving the energy. The energy entrains with your hand, so it goes in that pattern, and you're getting it to take that crossover pattern. So it's not just a massage technique. It is a way of very consciously moving the energy in a way that helps your body function better. And let's see what it did for you.
And it helps the energy to cross over.
Yes.
And when the energy crosses over, then you can get well. Then you can get out of depression. Then all the other techniques you would use, regardless of what kind of energy healing it might be, everything will work better if your energies are crossing over. It doesn't work as well if your energies aren't crossing over. Now, before I check him, I want to say, if you've got nobody around to do that for you, you can take one right hand on your left shoulder,
Right, everybody can do this too.
push in and drag across to the other hip. And just do it several times. It'll help the energy start crossing over. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. David, back here.
Okay. So look at the X.
Da-da! Okay. Yes. Oh, your hand is up because you want to come up? Is that why? Okay. Or did you have a question? Or were you coming up? Okay, here she comes. Okay, I'm going to just check you out as you come. Ooh, great outfit. Isn't that pretty? All right, hi. Okay. Now I want to show you something. Now let's see if you're strong to begin with. Yeah, she's nice and strong, nice and strong. So I'm gonna show you where your energy is just a little off. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do something different. No, I will. Okay. Okay. I'm going to touch the side of your neck. And you hold your arm strong. I'm going to touch the inside of your elbow. And again, I'm using one finger, so you know I'm not that finger isn't all that strong. Okay. Okay, now the inside of the wrist. And now at your waist. And now at your knees. And now at your ankles. Now, so it looks like she's a mess. But it's not true. It was just there's certain places where her energy gets stuck. Now, if I touch just up here on her chest, she's fine. If I touch on her head, she's fine. But if I touch on those places, most of them were joints or where the energy bends, it's where the energy gets stuck, okay? And, I mean, all of us are meant to be bringing in fresh energy all the time into our body. And fresh energy needs to leave our body as soon as it goes through your body. It's like it comes in and it goes out. And most people, I think, tend to, at some time in their day, I don't know, they start holding on to the energy. The energy isn't flowing so well. Does that make sense? So this is a great exercise. And this exercise, I want to tell you, I thought I made up. But but I didn't. I have seen this all over the world, some variation of this, but it's all the same thing. And I've even seen it on hieroglyphs. So I know I didn't make it up. I might have tapped into it somehow. But it's a great one. And if you ever just are starting to get a cold, just starting to get sick, anything like that, if you do that fast, you can usually move that out. You can nip it in the bud and you won't get sick. Okay? And I think that that's the reason why it survived in just about every major culture in the world is because, were you raising your hand? Oh, did you have a question? Oh, you want to come up? Okay, we'll get rid of her first, okay? Okay, so I want everybody to do this with me. Everybody stand up.
Now, this is the exercise when, now we're on the road and we're teaching all the time, but when Donna had a practice, this was the most common exercise she would do between clients if she was starting to pick up their energies.
Yeah.
So this is a good one.
You're going to rub your hands together and shake them off. Now you can put your hands on your thighs and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now swing your arms together in a kind of prayerful position. Now you're going to stretch up to the heavens and down to the earth like this. And flatten your hands and look up. And hold your breath. And then let your breath out and bring your hands back down. Now up the other way. I always think you're kind of making like an Egyptian. And then down again. One more time. And you're sort of stretched between heaven and earth now. And down. And one more time. And this time when you let your breath out, bend over and hang. And if you have a chair behind you, it's okay to sit on your chair. And then take 2 deep breaths here. Now start making a sideways figure 8 down by your feet and start traveling all the way up. Figure 8s are magic, and I'll tell you about them in a bit. Reach up high and then let your arms down slowly. Da-da. Okay.
Leave them standing.
Huh?
Leave them standing.
Leave them
just leave them standing as you finish
Okay,
with her.
David said, leave them standing. I don't know why yet, but you're going to stay standing for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to check you out. I'm going to check alongside your neck. Perfect. The inside of your elbow. Yes. Your wrist. Yes. Your waist. Yes. Your knees. Yes. And your ankles. Yes, you're healed. Okay. Thank you.
Now, one of the things that kind of confuses people when they learn about energy is, does the mind move energy, or does energy move the mind? And it's both. But the way that the mind moves energy is the easier one to demonstrate, whereas the way that energy moves the mind, like when Donna said, if you're depressed, she knows that your energies are homolateral. If you get your energies out of homolateral, that helps the depression lift. So it works both ways. But to demonstrate how the mind moves energy, I'd like you to kind of face the front of the room. So you're just facing this wall, and then do what I do. First, look to the right. Without straining, notice the furthest you can see. Notice the furthest point you can see and memorize it. Keeping your shoulders parallel to the front wall. Okay, now come back. And now raise your right arm and stretch it, and stretch at the elbow, and stretch at the wrist, and stretch your fingers. And now stretch here, and stretch along the side of your body, and at your thighs, and at your knee, and at your ankle, and stretch your toes, and come down. Take a breath. And again, without straining, keeping your shoulders parallel, look to the right and see if you can see further. Okay? Who is able to see further? Okay. Okay, now that is simply mechanics. That's mechanics. That can be explained by the body's physiology. But now this one is a little different. You're going to do something with the left side. So again, shoulders parallel, look to the left and see how far you can see without straining yourself, and memorize that point. And now look straight ahead. And now, without moving a muscle, simply do in your mind what I do with my body. So imagine that you are lifting your arm, stretching it at the wrist, stretching the fingers, stretching in here, stretching at the waist, stretching at the knees, stretching at the ankle, stretching your toes, and imagine you're coming back down. Take a breath. And now look to the left. Who can see further looking to the left? Okay. That's your mind moving your energies.
You can all are you raising
Okay, you
your...
can sit now.
Everybody sit. You don't want to... I want to show you how we affect one another. First, I want to see the gentleman who... He was first before you, whoever was over... Before you, he was first. Except I was thinking, okay, come on up. All right. Hey, do you have a girlfriend or a wife or a friend?
My wife is
She's
here, but she's not here.
Okay. Would you like to take one of these women and bring them up? Okay, now don't touch each other, okay? But come over here. Come over here. All right, now I'm going to, face the front, and I'm going to energy test you and see if you're strong, okay? You hold, you push up, only no fist, because it's not a muscle test. A muscle, you pull all the energy through the muscles, but you're just going to see if, okay, that's very strong. Now I'm going to see you, and you're nice and weak. So, so now you're going to hold hands, and you're nice and weak, and you're nice and strong. And that's what happens in couples. I mean, the energy goes between us. So if you're with somebody who maybe you're losing your energy, you don't want to think of it necessarily being anything psychological going on. It could be just an energy thing, because that's what happened. Have you ever seen a movie or an old film where somebody holds on to an electric fence and then somebody holds on to them and they get the electricity all the way through them? I mean, it's the same idea. So, okay, put your hand down. We'll see where. But you, okay, having held hands with him, you've got some of his energy. And you're still nice and weak, so we've got to give you something. So we want to show you what you can do for yourself if you can't deal, you've got really had an issue with somebody, somebody in your life, you're draining your energy. You want to do this. You want to do the 4 thumps. So here, I will be back with you guys so you can see. I'm going to thump on my cheekbones. And I'll explain it in a minute. And then we're going to come down to K27. Okay? And breathe. And then you're going to come to your thymus. Now, the last one is drop one rib below your bra line. Okay? you got to use your imagination, okay? It's right there, okay? And, yeah, it is right here, okay? And it's just in line with your nipple, okay? And tap there. And you want to tap like with some pressure.
Okay.
Okay. And notice if there's any tenderness there. Now, though, hold hands. Okay? What that does is it allows you to pull from the atmosphere around you instead of each other. So it really can keep your energy up. And it's, yeah.
So one of the things that people often get from this is, oh, great, another thing to worry about in choosing a partner. but there's actually a better interpretation of this one, and that is that when your partner is out of sorts, yes, that does come over to you. We all know that. We all know that instinctively. But you have some choices there. The most conventional choice is to say, there you go again, and you know how good that does. Or, well, like take Donna, okay? I know she seems really sweet, okay? But she has her moments like that. I've learned to interpret those as love taps because they sometimes upset audiences. But what I'll show you our favorite technique for when one of us is off, and you can do it since you were the one that was weak. You're gonna receive, okay?
And before we do this, I want to say. This is so great. And if you have, I don't know, if you want to stay in really bonded to your partner or get back into harmony, boy, you can be in the middle of an argument. And if your partner says, let me give you a spinal flush, take it, okay?
Okay, so the position is that you want to have a bit of an angle here. And so you're going to move back a little bit, okay? And you're going to be working on her back, and your back's okay, no injuries? Okay, good. So you want to be a little more of an angle. So exactly. And you're not going to be working directly on the spine, but on either side of the spine. So I'll try to stand, well, let's see, how can we do this? Yeah, I'll try to stand so you can see. So what you do is you press in with your thumbs, and you can put your weight into it, and you press hard, and you make little circles, and then you go down about a half an inch for just a couple of seconds on each
love
point.
this. Okay.
And if you happen to have just been coming out of an altercation, it could be creative aggression. And Donna will be the first to tell you that these points do not take in negativity. Other points will, but these points don't for some very convenient.
In fact, it clears you. It clears you of whatever you're holding on because these are the points that are reflexes to your lymph system, and it moves toxins out of your body. So whatever upset just gets moved out. And this is one of my favorite things in the world.
And then you just sweep off the energy, and she's nice again. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. This is 2017. In 1999, which was 18 years ago?
18 years ago.
19 years ago. Wow. We went on the road, and it was
For 6 months.
Yeah, we planned to do it for 6 cities in the beginning because our publisher was sending us on the road, and we had no intention of staying out here. We've been staying out in the world ever since because because we're on a mission. We're on a mission to turn people on to how easy. This is so user easy, and you can really make your life so much better. If you have something to heal, you can heal it, and it's just really good. And I want everybody who has children, grandchildren, teach them these things because it's so important. But what was I going to say? That wasn't where I was going. I know what it was. It was when we went on the road. When they said we were going to go longer than 6 weeks, I thought, really? We're going to do this? And he said, he made a promise to me that he would give me a spinal flush every single day if we did it. And he has, every single day. Every single day. Okay. Faith? This one was a little bit of a cheat because I talked to her out there in the hallway, and first of all, I want you to hear you need every one of the things we've shown so far.
Yes.
Okay. But this you really, really need. So I'm going to show you. Okay, turn to me. I need somebody's. Do you have a book? Is there anybody got a book? A book where you have words written down, printed on a book. Is it? Yes. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, hold your arm real strong. All right, you're nice and strong. And again, if you don't know some of these subtleties, you'd think, well, oh my God, she's great. She can go. But what I want you to do is just take this book anywhere you want. Can you read? Mm-hmm. Okay. I want one arm, though, so you have to hold it in the middle of the spine or something. And just read wherever you want. And just hold your arm strong, and I'm only going to use one finger. Read out loud.
That's harder. When I figured out the huge role of this imbalance, it gave me a...
Okay, now try it the other way. Try across the page, one word at a time, the other way.
This is reading backwards.
Animals laboratory in faster grow tumors and
She's
weaken.
very strong going the other way. And what that means is you've got a real scramble going on in your energy fields. It's no surprise to you, though.
Right.
I know. When I first started learning this exercise we're going to show you is probably the one that made the most difference in my life because I was very scrambled and I grew up very dyslexic. And you just have to straighten out your energies that are all nuts before you can do any real healing on them. So let's show the other.
Okay, well, we're going to take a detour. What Donna's demonstrating with you is how it is that the mind can have difficulties when the energies get scrambled, when the energies in the brain are scrambled. And that's what you're dealing with. So, but the detour is we're going to show how one person's energies affect another person without touching them, just how it affects. So we need 4 volunteers to hop up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, come on up here and just stand along this line facing the
We're
audience.
going to come over here.
Okay, great. So I'm going to energy test each of you. And the first thing in energy testing is that you want to make sure that it's an arm that's not injured in any way. So I'll need a strong arm. And I'm going to, this is just to get a baseline. So I'm going to ask you one at a time to put your arm out and you push up as I push down, okay? Okay. Very strong. Very strong. Good. And very strong.
You picked
Good.
the right
okay.
ones.
Now,
Here's, all right.
You're gonna,
now
what
you're
you're
going to
gonna
come.
do is you're going to read to them.
You're going to stand in front of
Yes.
them and read to them in a normal fashion. Just read loud enough, yes,
Yes.
just like you would read. And
To each one or...
Yeah,
just stand in the middle
and, yeah.
and read.
I am not intending to negate the value of the third chakra function, only to challenge our overemphasis on it. In terms of humanity's evolution, Western culture...
So you wipe them out. and that's what happens for all of us when our energies are scrambled. Maybe you're trying to reach somebody and say something that they'll really understand and they never understood it. Or maybe you're a school teacher for grammar school kids and they're not learning. If your energies are scrambled, that can't hit the mark, okay? So, and you weaken everybody. You weaken everybody.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're going to fix you. You're going to get.
So we're going to ask you to just, because you're going to be coming right back up, so just go and sit over there, or sit on the side of the stage or on the chairs. And
Here's what we're going to do.
everybody can do this exercise with us, but the four of you shouldn't do them, because when you come back up, we want to demonstrate that the reason that for any change in the test is not because you did the exercise, but because she did the exercise. Okay?
Okay, David, I'm going to have Sharon and Marguerite come up on each corner.
Okay.
Okay, Marguerite and Sharon, these are two wonderful teachers of ours. Come on up, because I want you to demonstrate right here on the edge of the stage. And I want you to demonstrate the alternative way.
Yeah, so come on up and stand right here on the corner of the stage. Good. And
Okay.
so the reason that we're doing two ways is that some people simply cannot move their body into the position that Donna's about to. So Donna's going to show you.
If you can do this, put your right foot over your left knee. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, if you can do that, follow Donna. Okay.
If you cannot, follow them.
Okay.
And then your left hand around your ankle. Right hand around the bottom of your feet. Okay. Now take a deep breath in and kind of lift your body up. See, I don't know your name, but cross your hands. You, yes. And one more time. Now put your legs down and put your left over your right. And your right hand around your ankle, left hand around the bottom of your feet and your toes, and do the same breathing, lifting your body up in through your nose and out through your mouth. See, what they're doing, you could do in a business meeting and nobody'd even know. And I've seen lots of kids doing what they're doing. I mean, you don't see the breathing, but they cross their hands and arms this way. Okay, one more deep breath. And put your legs down. And now put your fingers in a kind of cathedral position and put your thumb to your third eye and do the same breathing. Dondi, why don't you hop up on the stage and take this picture? This is the best picture. Oh my God, it is. Thank you. And now bend your fingers into your forehead. Push in hard and pull out to your temples and let it go. Okay. Now, also just notice, for those of you who were really nuts, that you might feel a little bit better. Yeah, because it does. I honestly, I was so dyslexic, there is no way on earth I would have ever been able to stand in front of a group and teach. And not only were there other issues too, but the dyslexic part, I would throw words in front of each other, I would get tongue-tied, all sorts of things. But doing that exercise, it started slowly undoing.
Donna only flunked 2 courses.
Oh yeah, I don't know why that's important, except but I did.
She flunked speech and she flunked bowling.
Bowling. But I did flunk speech because I could not stand up and do that, you know. So, all right, let's check you out. Okay. All right, now I want you to just read.
Over there again?
It doesn't matter. I just need one arm that I can test, and you read out loud.
Beginning with the bottom of one foot deliberately and with some pressure. Move.
Yes. No, yeah, yeah. I can't tell you, that is huge when your energy, and you start feeling calmer, and the more you do it, you start building habits
Can I say a
of
little bit
great
about you?
energy. And I see an old friend of mine. Hi. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, David.
Yeah. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have you read to them. Yeah.
Now, they didn't do the exercise, so we're going to see if her healing herself has an effect on them.
Is there a way to fight such a foe? Your immune system is evolution's answer to that question. Scientists who study the immune system can only marvel at its capacity for memory, recognition, discrimination, anticipation, learning, and self-organization.
You know, the point is you healed them that time. Just by healing yourself, you heal the people around you because your energy. So that's a good exercise.
So part of what's exciting is the reason that you were talking to Donna was because you had had some brain injuries that are very hard to overcome. You're just regaining your speech recently. So this is one that will really help you. One that will really help you.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you. So, so this is one that is great for a lot of things. It's great if, like reading, if you're a teacher, if you're a presenter, it's really, Donna was over, some of you might have seen, she was over there doing this one before she came on stage. She always does. And also, it's one that anytime that you're in front of people, you're affecting them. Your energies are affecting them. So you're at the dinner table, you're talking to your partner, you're talking to your kids. If your energies are scrambled, that impacts them. So if you can just get, do these different things, really help the relationship. We technically live in Ashland, Oregon. We're never there anymore because we're on the road all the time. But when we were there consistently, Ashland's a theater town. And often the director of a play would bring Donna in to work with the cast if things weren't clicking. And she'd work with them, teach them this, and work with them for about an hour and teach different techniques so that by the time that the play opened, they were putting out such a good energy that the audience would have a great experience even if it was a bad script.
I want to tell you a quick story, and I've never told it to a large audience. I've told it to a few little people, but this is a good one. When David and I were going together, which was 40 years ago,
Yep.
40 years ago. We've been together 40 years. And
I'm here to tell you that it starts to get easier after 35.
but he was this hotshot psychologist, who was very sure he knew what was wrong with me, And he. And so when we'd have an argument, he would be so articulate, and he would always win the argument, but it had nothing to do with him being right. He was often wrong, and yet he would still win because I'd be falling apart and crying. And so on this one day when it was very clear to me we weren't going to make it because the imbalance between us was so strong, and he was, I'd done my piece, and I was very sure that had gotten across. And then he starts waxing eloquent. He just keeps going on and on and on. And I knew I was leaving him. And because it's just unbearable to have something so out of balance that way. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to write him a note and say I've left because I wouldn't even be able to explain it. And so, but I went to the door, and the door was there was a chair in front of the door, and instead of opening the door and walking through it, I sat down in the chair and said, "Excuse me just a minute." And I did that exercise.
That threw me off.
And when I stood up, I was no longer crying. I was clear, and I won the argument for the first time. And that changed everything. That changed everything. Okay.
Right. So that was the start of a long journey where we began to realize that
Yeah.
the psychology I had. I mean, I never studied anything that prepared me for her. But psychology wouldn't do it. That there, you know, you may have kind of sensed that we're a little different. But we're even more different, way more different back then. Now we, you know, you kind of energetically rub off on one another. So often people confuse us as twins.
Yeah.
But the way that those energies began to, I mean, we were, you know, like we loved each other, we had deep values we agreed on, but boy, that's where it ended. In terms of energetically, we just had such different styles and we would throw each other off. And you know that feeling where it seems like this relationship should be working, but there's something wrong, and that something is in the energies between you. And so really, it's been a journey over these 4 decades of learning how to work with the energy so the energies are in harmony, and then everything else follows.
So that you know that experience of you're just on completely different wavelengths than your partner? Well, we teach people how to get on the same wavelength because you are on different wavelengths when that happens. That's an energetic thing. And so, okay.
So did you know that's how much time we have left? It's 13 seconds.
12
So,
Oh, no! So, all right.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you, David. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed that talk with Donna Eden and David Feinstein. That was definitely one of the highlights of the Mind Valley reunion that most recently happened. And I want you to know that at this point, many of you are wondering how you can take this further, and you're wondering about Donna Eden's energy medicine program here at Mind Valley. So the energy medicine course that we produce with Donna is probably one of the leading online programs that teach you energy healing. And the reason is simple. We brought in Mind Valley's production quality with Donna Eden, who is the foremost practitioner of energy medicine. Google energy medicine, and Donna's work is what shows up all the way on page 1. And Donna and David have trained over 100,000 energy medicine practitioners. So what you're going to see next is a short little interview I did with Donna, where she and David talk about the program that they've created with Mind Valley. You'll learn about how the program works, what is being covered. Basically, there are 9 different energy systems that Donna can see. This program teaches you how to work with the first 5. You'll learn what the 9 systems are. You'll learn about the first 5 and how Donna's going to teach you to work with them. You'll learn week by week what is being covered, and you'll get a little bit of a background in Donna and David's unique relationship, how they work together, and how they teach. So enjoy this bit, and if you already are aware of the program and you're ready to enroll, directly below this video, there's a direct link where you can enroll in the program immediately and get that special enrollment price. And again, look, if you are not sure if this is right for you, know that like everything at Mind Valley, you can enroll in a program, you can try it out for 30 days, you can go through the entire program, and if you so much just don't like, one chapter, you can return it for a full unconditional refund. So you get to basically test this out for free. You don't have to make up your mind right now. But check out the interview that's coming up next so you can learn about how this course is put together and what you're going to be learning from Donna and David. Thank you, guys. The course is designed in such a way where you learn not just this collection of tools, but you develop a practice, a daily practice. So as you take this program, what happens is that it is training your behavior on a day-to-day basis, and you are learning how to start living life in a completely different way through using energy medicine in all of these different dimensions.
Yes, and you gain more and more vitality and happiness. You feel happier, and your brain is clear. Brain fog goes away, and I'll tell you another thing. I think you begin to look younger because your energies are vital. So that the people that we have worked with for many years, I mean, we all laugh about it, that, my gosh, you can't be that old. You know, that's what you say to each other.
And you feel younger. One thing I
Yes.
love about hanging out with the two of you is that you guys behave like teenagers. Like David always has his hand on your knee, and you guys are always touching each other. It's beautiful to see. So I want to give you a quick idea. I want to give our audience a quick idea of what this course covers. So there's the spoon again. So firstly, as Donna mentioned, there are 9 different energy types that Donna can see. Now this particular program teaches you how to use 5 of these energy types. So let me read out the 9. The 9 are meridians, auras, chakras. Most of you are familiar with that. And then number 4 is the triple warmer. That's the one you said that governs our stress response.
Yes.
But then we go on to radiant circuits. What are radiant circuits?
Oh, radiant circuits are beneath the surface of triple warmer, which when you have so much stress in your life, that energy below can't quite surface. And it's what makes you happy, which makes you spontaneous, which makes you be able to be in any situation and not feel self-conscious. And it makes you free.
So that's an energy. So
It's an
happiness, freedom, confidence,
Yes,
that's an
it's an
energy, and we can
energy.
work with that energy.
You can work with the
So that's
energy.
radiant circuits. I
Yes.
love that
About
name.
the energies of joy.
The energies of joy. So this program covers the first 5, meridians, auras, chakras, the triple warmer, and radiant circuits. You learn to work with these energies. Now there's an additional 4 we do not cover in this program, and that is the grind,
Grid.
the grid, not the grind. Forget what I just said. The electrics, the Celtic weave, and the 5 elements.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
that's for more advanced training. But we want to start you off with these 5. You're going to learn how to use meridians, auras, chakras, the triple warmer, and radiant circuits. Now, what we cover in the course is a basic understanding and direct experience of your body's interrelated energy system and how to influence these systems to generate self-healing and greater vitality. That is the key idea behind this
Yes,
course.
yes.
Second, you learn the ability to use practical energy methods to reduce pain. This is important for many of us over 40. Overcome illness, again, very important for many of us. Counter the effects of stress, maintain your health, build resilience, and experience greater vitality. And like Donna and David, look and feel so much younger. And third, you learn to use energy to realize your potential. So many of us operate at way below our potential. Imagine not being able to use one of your 5 senses, right? Well, we have additional senses beyond the 5, and most people never learn how to use them. And these senses can sometimes be so powerful in our world as any of the common 5. And that's why it's so important for us to study these tools so we can live our full potential. Now, below this webinar video, you will see all the information about the course. In a moment, I'll have Donna take you through the course curriculum. But below this video, you'll see all the information about the course, and I'm excited to invite you to enroll. As you know, like any program on Mind Valley Academy, you don't have to make up your mind right now. You can try it out for 30 days and see if this is for you. You can actually enroll in this program, take the lessons with Donna, study, apply it in your life. And at any point, if you feel this isn't for you, you can get a full refund or you can exchange it for another program. We really like to make sure that your education in yourself is safe. And this is a program that will pay off for itself in so many ways, like 100, maybe even 1,000-fold as you go through life. So this is really an investment in your future. And it's an investment in your family, in your colleagues, in your work environment, because people who use energy have a positive impact on everybody around
That's
them.
right. That's
Right?
right.
And so it reminds me of that story when I walked into that office, our makeshift office in the hotel where I was running my seminar to pick up my sneakers, and I felt so different. It's because you guys being in there, doing the energy practices with me and my team had changed the feeling of the room. Now imagine if you can do that in your home, in your office.
Yes.
I'm guessing you, in this program, you also teach us how to influence the energy of a space.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There isn't anything you can't influence with energy.
The motto of our organization is raising the vibration of the planet, one person at a time.
That's beautiful. And how many people have you guys trained up to now?
Well, we have, in terms of the certification program, which is a 2-year program where people really become practitioners, we've trained almost 1,200.
Wow.
And as you said earlier, more than 100,000 people have taken some level of training
Wow.
with us.
Wow. And so that's 100,000 people. And with this program, we're hoping to reach an additional 100,000 people who maybe might not be able to afford a full live training, but through the affordable price of this program can learn it online through the Mind Valley Academy. And that's something else. If you scroll down below this webinar and you look at the depth and the design and the quality behind this program and the world-class teachers we'll have, you'll see that a program like this would typically cost around $800 to $1,000 if you were going through it. Other programs of this level with teachers of this caliber of technology and design that Mind Valley provides would typically resale for about $800 to $1,000. But as you'll see below this webinar, our price at Mind Valley Academy, we've made the price very affordable, and we can do that because we have a 2 million strong audience, right? So because of the economies of scale, we can make this price affordable to everyone all around the world. And I want you to know that as a special bonus for you, just for spending the last 1 hour or so with us, investing in yourself, learning these tools, we've further unlocked a special discount only available on this page. So do not close this page, because if you close this page, you won't be able to get this discount again unless you rewatch the webinar from start to finish, right? So it's only available on this page. Now, Donna, let's talk about the 8 sessions. So this particular program is 8 sessions.
Yes.
Each session is between 1 hour to 1.5 hours. So at this point, let's actually talk about the program. We want to tell you what's happening week to week and what the curriculum looks like. So we're just going to give you a quick hint. Everything else is below this video. But Donna, an important question. How old are you?
125. Oh, no. But I am 73.
And I'm so happy you shared that. She is 73 years old. That is incredible.
Two months, I'll be 74. In 2 months.
That's amazing how amazing and beautiful and fun and energetic you are. And I've seen you work. It is amazing. So I love to see how this is actually giving you the vitality and the health that you are giving to your thousands of students.
Yes, and I would say that it helps everybody age better so that you don't just break down as you get older. You actually not only retain vitality, but in some ways you get better. You get better because you know what to do for yourself so you can stay
And I am
well.
so proud of my daughter.
One more thing, you guys were talking about census. You mentioned to me behind the scenes that this actually improves your census.
Oh, it really does. I have seen this over and over again, that students who really start studying energy medicine, their senses open up in every way. Some people begin to see energy, some people just feel it more, and some know what's going on. They can't even explain what it is, but they know it. They know what's happening. And for everybody, their senses open. So it's really, really wonderful. You just are more alive.
Right. While for many of us as we get older, our regular senses, our
Yes.
hearing or our eyesight gets worse, when you practice this, your senses actually expand.
Yes, and your brain gets sharper.
So that's another really important reason why we're excited to bring this program out, right? As you can see, it really helps you, as human lifespans are increasing, it really helps you stay young and thrive. Now let's talk about the week-by-week schedule. So Donna, firstly, this is an 8-week program.
Yes.
Okay, and every week you will be studying for 1 to 1.5 hours. So you would study, say on a Saturday or a Sunday, whenever you have some free time, 1 to 1.5 hours. It is video training. We filmed this because we wanted Donna to be able to demonstrate what she does. We filmed this with a select live studio audience of 10 people. So you'll actually see the techniques as applied to them, and it's a beautiful, 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 beautifully put together program. So you want to study for 60 to 90 minutes a week, a particular day, and then put things into practice. And
Yes.
how many minutes of practice do you recommend a day?
Oh, I would just make sure I did the daily energy routine every day, and that takes no more than 10 minutes, maybe as little as 5, depending on how fast you do it. But if you did that twice a day, you would start feeling yourself feel better, just feel better every day.
I see. So this is almost like just like we have exercise routines.
That's right.
This
That's
is
right.
like an energy routine to
Energy
fine-tune our
routine.
energy.
That's right.
Now, I understand we also learn how to apply this to our families and our coworkers and our companies and our businesses. What does that look like?
Absolutely. Well, I do know businesses who do this right before they have a business meeting. They balance their energies out so that they feel good and everybody's sharp at the meeting. I mean, in everything. I know nurses who not only work with their patients, but they congregate together and keep others' energies up. So it applies to everything. I would like to see this in government.
I would love to see that too.
Yes.
And is it kid-friendly for those of us who are parents?
Oh my gosh, kids learn this so fast, and it's fabulous, and kids can feel it. They're a little bit closer, to that energy state, and they can feel it when they feel better, and they do not quit doing it. And they learn better in school because it clears their mind, unscrambles their force fields. And no, it's so excellent for kids. I grew up quite dyslexic. And this was the work that undid that for me. So, no, I'm such an advocate.
So let's go to the week-by-week schedule of what you'll be learning when you enroll. Again, the enrollment button is below. So week 1 is called From Burnout to Breakthrough. So you learn to use your energy system to fuel your vitality and well-being. So immediately from week 1, you start feeling and functioning better. Then we go to week 2, which is about learning how to start each day with clarity and zest. It's on clearing, centering, and grounding your energies to open up for change.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like to add to week 2?
Well, week 2 also helps you with stress levels and how to bring your own blood back up into your forebrain, as we showed on you.
And in week 3, you learn how to apply energy healing to the triple warmer system, which we spoke about earlier. In week 4, you learn how to use energy testing to make healthy choices beyond what you just learned with food. What happens here?
Oh, I mean, it is life-changing when you have this tool to be able to find out about what foods are really good for you, and it begins to help you overcome allergies. It's really good, but you can use it also with jewelry and other things that you might use on your body.
Can we use it to pick stocks?
To what?
To pick stocks? To make business
don't
decisions?
Do that. No, we don't want you to do that because your own consciousness is in there somewhere.
Right.
And
But what we demonstrated was such a brief introduction to it. There's a lot more to really get sophisticated about it.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. And in session 5, which is week 5, you learn to apply energy to reducing and clearing pain, which is so important for so
Yes.
many people.
Yes.
I have my own back injury, which has been plaguing me, which I want to be, and this is why I cannot wait to get to week 5. Week 6, you go to clearing your past, and you guys as Mind Valley Academy students have heard about this before, clearing your past and creating your future by healing your chakra system.
Yes.
Tell us what happens here.
Well, first of all, I see 7 layers on each chakra, and each chakra is influenced by a certain way of being. Like the heart chakra is how you love, and the solar plexus is your sense of power in the world. And each chakra is a very particular energy. And so people learn to clear them and then to strengthen them and have some of the forces underneath on the other levels come up so that you're empowered.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Now, week 7, we go on to the aura, you call this your energetic spacesuit and connection to the universe.
Yes.
Tell us what happens in week 7.
Well, you're going to learn how to strengthen your aura. You're going to learn how to fill in if you have any tears or spaces that your aura isn't even there. And it empowers you if you feel like you're kind of collapsed into yourself, how to move your aura out stronger. And if your aura is very strong, it not only protects you, it hooks you up to other people. You can read other people better if everything is flowing in your aura.
And finally, week 8, which is the final week, you learn to work with the radiant circuits for vitality and joy.
Yes, radiant circuits are so wonderful. They help you find your true happiness, true joy, passion and spontaneity, and your love life gets better. Everything gets better because it's about what is underneath the stress levels.
That's beautifully said. So there you have it. Those are the 8 weeks. All the information is below. And keep in mind that on this page you get a special discount, and you can still try this program out for 30 days and get a full refund if this doesn't meet your highest standards. Now keep in mind, energy medicine as a phrase is becoming increasingly important in the world today. And the woman who is associated with that word more than anybody else is Donna Eden. So when we say we want to bring you the best energy medicine teacher in the world, we have actually brought you the best. The widest number of students are learning from her, the widest number of facilitators, and some of the most remarkable, beautiful, joyous learning styles. So as people are browsing our page, I'd love to ask you a couple of frequently asked questions from our customers who might be interested in knowing this to help with their enrollment. First is, how fast do you see results?
Oh, how fast you see results will totally depend on what you're going through. But I promise you, you will see results. And it will be even like if you're in a very difficult place and you're trying to change your energy, you'll feel it fast, but you will feel it faster and faster the more you do it. The more you do it, your body learns how to hold on to a good vibration.
And you'd mentioned something really interesting about energy medicine versus Reiki. Reiki is a powerful tool. I've studied Reiki.
Yes.
But you mentioned something interesting about energy medicine in terms of how it's different.
Well, it's very different because energy medicine is very particular. Like if you have an ailment somewhere in your body, like your stomach, you can go, there are definite, 9 different energy systems you can work to move that energy and heal yourself. I mean, the body already knows how to heal itself. It knows how. But in today's modern world where things are no longer natural and we have every square inch of our atmosphere filled with electromagnetic energies, man-made electromagnetic energies, you need to know how to counter that. And so we give you those tools.
Beautiful. And one more thing you said is that Reiki, and I've studied Reiki, when you're trying to heal something with Reiki, it's not precision.
Yes.
Right? You're healing the overall body. But with energy medicine, because you can see the 9 layers, your tools are very precision.
Very
For
precise.
a back pain, you have exactly what one needs to do. It's extremely precise.
And I love Reiki because it is a laying on of hands. But for precision, this works.
Right.
Yes.
Now, do you think it's too inundating for people to learn like 50-something tools?
No, I think what happens is you'll want more and more. You get into this and it just whets your appetite because you see how you can make yourself feel better, how you can turn your brain back on if you've lost it, whatever is going on, or help your child learn better in school. All of these things, it whets your appetite and you just want to learn it. You really want to.
Right. I mean, I think of it this way. Most of us have more than 50 apps on our iPhone. It doesn't mean we use all the apps all the time. There are certain apps which are really useful to us, and you'll find the same thing. You'll find certain tools really, really, really resonate with you, and you want to use it on a regular, more than daily basis.
Yes.
And some you might use once a month or so, but still, it helps to know the full range of these tools.
Yes.
Now, the final question is this. How can I be sure it works?
Oh, first of all, you're going to feel it. You're going to know it works. You won't have any doubt. Now, in the very beginning, when you're just starting to use these techniques on yourselves, you might feel, well, I got a little bit more energy, but for some people, you will feel it really fast, large amounts of energy, because for each of us, our energy really is as unique as a thumbprint. So what you're needing might be something different than somebody else and what they need, but everybody feels it more and more as time goes on.
Thank you, Donna. And David, any closing words for us?
Well, I just so appreciate the way that you've honored us and that you've really invited your audience to experience this because we think it's so important.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. And no, thank you for giving so much for our audience. I'm never going to eat the same way again. I'm never going to spoon the same way again or deal with stress or probably ever take an afternoon nap again. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, everybody for joining us. All the information you need is directly below this video. I hope to see you enrolled in this program and start applying energy medicine to your daily lives and the lives of all your loved ones. Thank you, and thank you, Donna. Thank you, David.
Thank you so much.
Now, before I go any further, let me just read you some of the amazing stories of what has happened when people have applied Donna's work in their lives. And one more thing I want to share with our audience, which is so exciting, is that as a bonus for this program, you get to join our Energy Medicine online community. It is accessible from Mind Valley Home. All the students going through this program will be part of the community together. We will have our support people in the community helping answer your questions, helping keep you engaged and making sure that you're going through the program, you're learning, you're growing. And our community is so loving, it's so generous. You'll find people supporting you, sharing ideas with you, answering your questions. This is something truly unique about what happens when you study with Mind Valley. You get access to this amazing, rich, beautiful community.
I have a remarkable story of healing to tell you about my own journey of healing with Eden Energy Medicine. I became an Eden Energy Medicine practitioner because I had debilitating back pain and nothing was getting rid of it. I was not able to use the conventional tools of medicine that I knew, prescription drugs and physical therapy, to heal my back. My next option was going to be surgery, and I didn't want to go down that road. Someone suggested to me that I might want to think about complementary medicine. I didn't know very much about it, but I was interested and I was desperate. I found that Donna Eden was going to be at a workshop. I signed up and went, and within 10 minutes of getting there, one of her teaching assistants showed me a place to tap on my ankles, and the pain in my back started to get better. That definitely got my attention. I signed up for her courses and immediately went through her training. And what I found as I progressed through the training is that my back got continually better. Not only did the back pain go away, but the neuropathy that I had in my right foot also went away. Nothing else had been able to do that. I also found as I learned these tools that they became wonderful resources for me to use with my patients, and I brought them into my conventional practice. I used words like moving energy and finding balance in your body, bringing your body back into harmony with my clients and patients, and found that they were very receptive and responded really well to the tools and techniques that I had to show them. Eden Energy Medicine changed my life, but more importantly, it changed my perspective on healthcare. And it gave me tools to use that didn't require invasive techniques, that were gentle yet powerful. Eden Energy Medicine is an amazing tool for all of us to use, but especially those of us who work in healthcare. Thanks to my own healing journey with Eden Energy Medicine, I now have a powerful tool to bring to my patients. It's effective, it's simple, it's empowering. Eden Energy Medicine changed my life, and it can change yours too.
I'm here today to talk about Eden Energy Medicine and how it can transform your life. We go through our lives so often either working with ill health or just working with surviving, doing whatever we're doing, but without really experiencing our fullness, our joy, our vitality, our radiance. And that's one of the amazing ways that Eden Energy Medicine, with really incredibly simple and powerful exercises, can transform everybody's life. I've been a practitioner with Eden Energy Medicine for many years now and worked from conception or fertility issues right up to people who are transitioning in their lives. And the tools that Eden Energy Medicine can give you, the empowerment, the language, the vitality, is, in my opinion, the best out there. It's phenomenal work and it's so accessible. We can all access it. So I really encourage you to work with Eden Energy Medicine. It's an amazing, amazing transformation skill.
Finding Eden Energy Medicine was probably the most profound experience of my life. It gave the power back to me in my hands instead of being dependent upon a healer and constant, recurring sessions. And now that I've trained in it and I'm a practitioner myself, I love empowering my clients so that they too can feel that they have the ability to affect their body and their energy and their emotions and everything. One exciting experience that I had is a mom brought her little girl in for chronic bedwetting, which really made her feel ashamed and embarrassed. And by showing her very, very simple Eden Energy Medicine techniques, she was able to use her own hands to correct that just by spending a few minutes at night before going to sleep. She was able to kind of release all that energy that was stuck in her body and her nervous system so that she no longer needed to release that energy through her bladder. It was a life-changing experience for me and for her and for the other children that have been able to move through that. So through these experiences, both personal and through clients, I've learned that Eden Energy Medicine helps everything from bedwetting, illnesses, pain, emotional distress, and the key point is that you help yourself. It teaches you the tools so you go into your own body and correct it and feel empowered in those changes.